Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, A Really Good Day, a creation by Ayelet Waldman. A Really Good Day, 2018, recounts one writer's journey to confront her battles with depression and mood disorder by using a unique and illicit solution: small doses of LSD. Over the course of 30 days, Ayelet Waldman documents her experience with the drug, delving into its effects and ultimately finding a new inner calm in her daily existence. Beyond this personal exploration, A Really Good Day also delves into the origins of LSD, dispels common misconceptions, and examines society's views on legal and illegal substances. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Ayelet Waldman began her professional life as a federal public defender and also served as a drug policy instructor at the University of California's School of Law. However, she transitioned into a writing career and has since published 7 novels in the Mommy Track Mysteries series. In addition, she wrote a non-fiction book titled Bad Mother, 2009, which is a collection of personal essays reflecting on her imperfect experience as a mother. With 8 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, this text is about how taking small doses of LSD helped a writer with a mood disorder. Ayelet Waldman turned to LSD to help with her mood issues. She embarked on a 30-day experiment to see if microdosing the drug could improve her outlook on life. She also reflects on the double standards of the US war on drugs and the potential benefits of psychedelics. The summarizer cover how microdosing works, why successful individuals attribute their success to LSD, and how psychedelics can reduce anxiety and generate happiness. Key idea number 1. The author has been dealing with mood issues like irritability and shame without finding a successful treatment. Ayelet Waldman struggled with erratic moods for years and tried various therapies and medications. She eventually discovered her mood swings were connected to her menstrual cycle and was diagnosed with premenstrual dysphoric disorder. When she entered perimenopause, her moods worsened. She then learned about microdosing LSD as a treatment for mood problems and became interested in trying it. Key idea number 2. Microdosing is a new method of enhancing mood by ingesting tiny quantities of LSD every few days. Microdosing involves taking a small dose of LSD every 3 days. The dose is 1/10 of a typical dose for a trip. The idea is to improve mood without experiencing hallucinations. The author, a lawyer and mother of 4, decided to try microdosing for a month to help with her mood. She obtained the LSD from a trusted source and had positive results on her first dose. Key idea number 3. The author had positive experiences with microdosing LSD, which align with previous research on its effects. The author, Waldman, began microdosing with LSD and noticed heightened senses, increased mindfulness, and a more positive mood. Taking a break from dosing, she felt more like her usual self but still found it easier to ignore her bad mood. On the control day, she returned to her irritable mood. As she continued microdosing, Waldman found that it helped her control her impulses and irritability. LSD and psychedelics increase brain activity and can develop new neural connections, leading to new perspectives. Studies have shown that psychedelic treatment can reduce anxiety and improve mood. Waldman experienced improved anxiety management, productivity, and happiness after a week of microdosing. She concluded that either the microdosing was effective or it was a placebo effect. Key idea number 4. LSD has been used by millions with minimal harm, despite it being falsely portrayed as dangerous. LSD was first synthesized in 1938 by Dr. Albert Hofmann. Despite its bad reputation, LSD is actually extremely safe, with no documented deaths from overdoses. Adverse psychological reactions are rare and usually only occur in individuals with existing psychiatric illnesses. A recent study found that lifetime psychedelic use correlated to a reduction in suicide attempts. LSD's bad reputation is largely due to its association with the counterculture movement of the 1960s. Overall, there is overwhelming evidence that LSD use is safe and may even have positive effects. Key idea number 5. LSD has been found to improve focus, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, credited LSD as one of the most important things he ever did. Other successful individuals, like Kary Mullis, Nobel Prize winner for chemistry, have also attributed their accomplishments to LSD. Research has shown that LSD promotes hyperconnectivity in the brain, leading to new ideas and breakthroughs. A study conducted by James Fadiman found that senior research scientists who took LSD reported improved problem-solving abilities and experienced sparks of intellectual intuition. Despite its illegal status, LSD remains popular among professionals in Silicon Valley. Key idea number 6. The US war on drugs is detrimental, especially to African Americans, and it has no positive outcomes. The worst side effect of microdosing LSD is the risk of getting arrested, as drug possession is prosecuted harshly in the United States. Despite the fact that drug offenses are mostly committed by low-level offenders, prisons are filled with people caught with small quantities of drugs like LSD or marijuana. The war on drugs has a racial and class element, as white and wealthy individuals, like the author of the text, are less likely to face prosecution. The history of drug laws in the US shows a pattern of targeting minority groups. Despite the efforts to combat drugs, drug use continues, and drugs like LSD are relatively harmless. The war on drugs has led to an increase in prison populations and racial prejudice, without effectively addressing drug production and trafficking. Key idea number 7. Microdosing appears to be effective based on current evidence. Researcher James Fadiman believed that microdosing LSD could have been a viable alternative to medications like Ritalin and Adderall. Despite LSD becoming illegal, informal research into microdosing has continued. Fadiman developed a protocol based on the experiences of individuals who had tried microdosing and received positive feedback. Most users reported various benefits, including reduced anxiety, improved creativity and focus, and better relationships. Some users even experienced unexpected positive effects, such as alleviation of symptoms related to depression, Parkinson's disease, and stuttering. Although Fadiman's research is not a substitute for formal clinical studies, there are potential projects in Australia and Europe that may explore microdosing further in the future. Key idea number 8. Microdosing for a month had a generally positive effect, but it was not flawless. After 30 days of microdosing LSD, the author reflects on her experiences. On the days she took a dose, she occasionally felt dizzy or nauseous, and sometimes became irritable. However, on the following days, she felt happy, optimistic, and relaxed. Even during an argument with her husband, she felt more forgiving of herself and less prone to shame. Her family also noticed her improved mood and behavior. The author concludes that microdosing had a positive impact on her and hopes for its future use. However, she laments that while harmful drugs are legal, microdosing remains a crime. In conclusion, the text argues that society's approach towards drugs is misguided. Many people use addictive and potentially harmful drugs to address mental health issues, often with limited success. At the same time, individuals are imprisoned for using drugs that are not necessarily more harmful, but are illegal. The author specifically mentions the illegal status of LSD microdosing, which potentially restricts people from benefiting from its positive effects. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.